take screenshots, pictures. Oh, and you want to record too. Thank you for that. Number one, we're going to talk about getting your first promotion. That's number one. So if you're new on this call or you're a guest and you're just learning about what we're doing, you want to learn how to get your first promotion. Number two, you want to learn how to build a team. All right. Master the right approach. All right. We're going to share that with you. And number three, you want to understand what this word system is, right? Why do y'all keep saying system? Why is Barry seeing success by following a simple system? Well, we're going to talk about that tonight. So you want to take note and why system is important, guys. So with that being said, we're going to talk about our first topic. I'm going to bring up someone I have so much respect for. She's doing incredibly well. She's out of the California market, a business owner by trade, guys, and she's seeing so much success and helping so many people see success. And I want to pass it off to none other than Regional Director, Ms. Charlene Wayanka. Ms. Charlene, digital stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, JT, and congratulations, Dr. Barry Ingram, on your promotion. I mean, just goes to show busy multi-business entrepreneurs like us, you know, we get to build some passive income, residual income on the side, no matter how full our lives are. And that's what I love about our system. So you guys, thank you so much. My name is Charlene Wayanka. Like JT said, I live in California. I've been with the company now for quite a few years, blessed enough to be part of this leadership circle. And this network was introduced to the company when I had closed down my traditional business. I had a lot of overhead. I was young at the time and really overwhelmed with all the hours I was working 6 to 7 days a week. Didn't have too much time to spend with my family or even cultivate relationships. And so I had closed down my traditional business, went into corporate for a little bit, and I had a friend give me a call and tell me a little bit about our company. See, I know that everyone on this call already knows how to make money, you know, probably already a successful business owner, multi-business owner, or, you know, our main thing is our main thing, like we do have a career. But I was so intrigued about the fact that there was a business module online, little investment, that you can make unlimited passive income. And so when I met the leaders of this company, they had what I wanted. They had passive income that was going to come in every single month, no matter if they were working or not, after a period of time building the business. And they were celebrated and in an environment that was amazing. So I loved that. You know, I know that a few times in corporate, I was passed over for promotions, as well as I didn't always like the environment or the leadership there, unfortunately, but I fell in love with the company and what we did here. And so I'm going to talk to you guys about compensation, about the money. And I love this portion because what we do is we get paid in such a unique way here, a very simple way. You guys, compensation with ACN, if you learn it, it's going to motivate you. If you teach it to your team, basically, if you just plug them into this Tuesday night training every single week, after a certain amount of time, I would say about 90 days to 6 months, they're really going to start internalizing this compensation and really going after, you know, what is available with our company. So compensation is only earned at ACN when customers are acquired. After me, one of our professional customer getters is going to show you how to get customers and acquire customers. But here's your goal. Our goal today is becoming customer qualified. The reason why this is so important, you guys, is because you definitely want to get an ROI, return of investment. You want to at least get a handful of services. Check out in your home what you can convert over, and you want to definitely try out your services because it's your store. Okay, people are going to ask you. The easiest way to refer services in our company is to show people that you actually are experiencing themselves, you know, the services yourself in your household. And so get a handful of services and you're going to get that 200 back. It's not that it's like $2 million back, you guys. It's the fact that the system works and you're showing them, hey, I got a ROI back within a few hours of me being in this business. Okay, few hours, few days, you know, don't make it more than a week, you guys. Get this done right away because you want to unleash what's going on with the compensation. Okay, everyone say direct deposit. Okay, I love direct deposit, and that's unlimited with us. So you want to do this because it's going to be your first promotion. You want to have some belief so that you can share the business and create some distribution. Okay, you want to be able to do this just like Barry in his busy schedule. You want to do this with people that you love and care about too. I mean, think about it. How many people do you know right now who might want to use a couple extra $100, a couple extra $1,000 and create some long-term passive income just spare time part-time, okay? You also want to be eligible to start earning residual income. So when you put in your first services, your 5 services, that's going to release the residual to you. And as long as it's more than $3, okay, the company is going to start paying you a direct deposit right away. And you can often get this done right when those handful of services from some of the services that you get in your home and some of the services you can get from close friends and family right away. And this Friday, today is a basic training that we host, kind of just for you to understand the system. But on Fridays, man, Fridays are what's up. You know, Friday night leadership is really where you get the golden nuggets and an extended part of our system from the leaders and a lot of testimonials on Friday night. So you want to make sure to make it on Friday night. So get your services done today. This evening, we're going to go in breakout rooms or just get with your leaders right after, get in a couple of those services. You know, procrastination, procrastination is the source of you know, you don't want to kill what's going on, your momentum, right? Assassination is the cause of procrastination. Okay, so don't kill what's going on, just keep on going. So here we make residual income and then customer acquisition bonuses. Okay, so these 2 ways you want to definitely take advantage of. Let's talk about the residual income. Okay, residual income, you guys, this is what's coming into you on a monthly basis. We call this passive income as well. I actually looked it up, and passive income, okay, here in this definition here, it says earned in various ways, like renting out your home on a home sharing app or selling crafts online, or something that comes on a monthly basis with from enterprise with little or no ongoing effort involved. But most likely, the upfront investment of a passive income stream takes time and money. But here's the thing. This takes time, but it doesn't take too much money. Okay. My mentor yesterday told me, hey, normally you make $1 million if you bring 3 million, right? But here, sometimes people don't take it seriously because you're only investing $200-300. It does take a little bit of time here, you guys, but you can get it done very fast. Take a look at this. The company will pay you on a point-based system. I mean, I love games and I love being challenged with my mind, because if I'm in control of anything, I'm going to go after this. The company pays you 3 to 20%. They start you off at 3%, not even 1. Okay. Our bank accounts start you, savings accounts start you at 0.5%. Okay. 3% up to 20% here. On the milestones here, 7 to 39, you'll see them 40 to 60. You want to hit these milestones on a weekly, monthly basis so you can give yourself a raise in your business. And there's no monthly quota here, but you can just do it as fast as you can. And then they're going to retroactively go back and give you that percentage for all the services that you ever put in. Isn't that a beautiful thing? You guys, at my last job, they gave me some incentives, but I'd have to reset on a monthly basis. It was tiring. But our company's so generous, they're going to retroactive give you that percentage. So when you hit 20%, they're going to give you 20% on day 1 of that service that you put in. So that's a beautiful thing. Okay, so get that done. Residential and business services here. That's what we do. Take a picture of these services that are circled in red, and these are our most simple and lucrative services. Okay, we do have several services, but you want to just get good at like 1 or 2, master those, and it's going to be easier for you to talk to them. And then later on, you're going to be able to get you know, a lot more services kind of within that net, because when you're talking to someone about their services, they're going to start talking about all the services that they have. So as you can see, these are different point systems, point values, I'm sorry, but you want to, you know, definitely focus on the ones with a lot of points, and also the low-hanging fruit that you can get easily, like electricity and gas, because people want to definitely save money on that utility that they have to pay for the rest of their lives. And then for you guys, get your services for free. Okay, free gas, free electricity, you guys, free cell phone. You can't go anywhere to get free services. So the beautiful thing is that if you do enroll these services into your own home, 1 is that you can use these as a tax write-off. Beautiful thing. 2 is that you can deem them demo product. Okay, this is your business. You need the services to show and demo to people, and you can write them off that way. So great, let's get those in this evening. And then overriding residual income. Okay, so the company allows you to build distribution. Now, you don't have to do this. No one has to do this, but everyone does this because this is where you're going to really see the difference of that passive income coming in effortlessly. Okay, so the company gives you 4% revenue share on your team up to level 5. So if you have 25 points, if you get those 5 services in right away, you're going to hit 25 points, guys. And that's going to release level 1 and 2 of your overriding passive income. And then 50 points will release up to level 4 here, and then 75 personal points is going to release up to level 5. So you want to get these done. You don't want to leave any money on the table, okay? Because you want to grab this with 2 hands. So make it a goal to increase your personal customer points. Obviously 75 plus points is where you want to be. That's also going to increase your personal residual, okay? And then you get paid multiple levels beyond that, actually infinite levels beyond that, once you become a RVP or regional vice president and higher. We just heard from our RVP, Mr. JT. That's why he's just smooth and slick about this opportunity, you guys. He loves sharing it because he knows how much this can change someone's, disposition or just the quality of their life, just by, building this business a few hours a week. So I'm going to go ahead and go into how the kind of the scale and the time is. Remember how I talked to you about time, right? It takes time to build this business, but every business takes time. I mean, if there's anything that you invest in and they're like, hey, you're going to make money really quick, it's something that's probably not going to last. Okay. I've been telling people this on this call for the past couple weeks here. My husband and I invested some money in a company that wasn't around too long. We saw some people make money and we're like, oh, that's simple enough. But our company, ACN, has been around for 30 years. We invested in this startup, and within 30 days, this company closed down, right? I'm like, oh my goodness. So you know what? I'm like, I'm going to stick to what I know. I'm going to acquire customers, build a business. And over a period of time, your bonuses, you guys, that's what you're going to get paid on up front, mostly, those bonuses. But your residual income, you guys, over a period of time, that's going to exceed on a monthly basis your bonuses. And that's going to come in month to month, year after year, for as long as these customers are paying their bills. And how long do we have to pay our utility bills for? Okay, I can't hear you, but the rest of your life is that is the answer. So I love the fact that our business is wrapped around essential services. Even during the pandemic, I mean, people had their lights on, people had their internet on. Let's talk about bonuses. I love that upfront money. Okay, bonuses can be earned by a few different ways. Here, you guys, we talked about getting your handful of services. You want to get 5 services and 10 points right away. The criteria is 5 services and 10 points. So please write that down. And you're going to get paid that $200. That you're going to see that belief check come in right away. Okay, so take a picture of this, get this done today, get it with a leader and see how fast you can do this. Okay, and then here, you're able to get bonuses every time you hook up services. So say, for example, you talk to someone. Let's just say this one person is a homeowner and a business owner, okay? They have a home and a business. Guess what? That's a double whammy. 5 services, you can get 5 services from their home, 5 services from their business to help them out possibly. But anyway, a total of 5 is going to be that 200. And guess what? Every additional 3 services on top of that is 6 points, just about 6 points, okay? And you get an extra 200 every time. So that's unlimited bonuses for you on a weekly basis. No limit, no cap on those bonuses. And then you also be able to qualify for Friday Night Leadership. Okay, let's take a look at these positions. How do you climb the ranks? How do you go left to right on the compensation plan? Okay, now you want to become what's called an executive team leader with a company. See, the company this month, in the month of June, if you get 30 points, total points between you and your team, okay, the company will promote you to what's called an executive team leader, or we call it ETL. Now, in this position, you get a little taste of every time someone comes in and we help them acquire their first check or 5 services, we call it, you get a bonus. Okay, sharing is caring. So every time we spread the word and we help someone acquire their first check, we get paid. So here in this example, let's just say you and your team introduce this business to 10 people. Okay, it becomes fairly easy once you're working with people because you're excited, they're excited. You've earned your belief check. Now you're just telling people, just like Barry, hey, I want people to get this bonus. He said, he goes, I get to feed people, meaning there's an opportunity I can share with them, right? He's already successful running a mortgage brokerage, but I mean, how many people can use extra money? Look at this. You and your team, you refer 10 people, within a month's period, that's an extra $500. Okay, what can you do with an extra 500? I mean, for my family and I, we are heavily in ministry. My husband is an assistant pastor. We love the youth group at our church. We love everything that our church is doing for the community. We would use that towards debt. We would use it towards tithing. Just serving some ministries in our church. Whatever you guys want. This is actually private school tuition for a daughter, to be honest, as well. So you guys, a couple extra hundred spare time, part time is a really big game changer for a lot of families. And take a look at this. We talked about just this June fast start bonus, right? If you get a handful of services, okay, you earn $200. But if you can earn, you can earn $500 if you and your team, okay, accomplish 30 points together. Now that's pretty simple, because if you put your handful of services in, you're very close to getting 30 points, and all you have to do is introduce at least one more person who gets a handful of services in as well, and you get an extra 500, just like Barry, $700, you guys, his first 30 days with the company, and he's showing people now how to do that himself. So you guys, $700 easily on the table. This is actually, there's more money on the table, but they're showing you, hey, at least 200 and 500 are on the table your first 30 days here. Next position after ETL is called regional coordinator. This is when you and your team accumulate over 200 points together. Now remember, I mean, if you have your basketball team, right, you shooting free throws and twos and threes, it's going to take a little bit of time. But if you have a team with you, you're going to get a lot of points. You're going to accumulate more points together. Now in this structure for RC, our regional coordinator, you have to have a minimum of at least 2 teams. But total would be 200 to hit this position. Okay, get this done as soon as you can, because you really see the difference of the money. Now ETLs make an extra $50, but look at RC's regional coordinators make $150 every time someone is new into their business and they're able to help them get their first check, right? So here in this example, if you and your team introduce the business to 20 people, okay, it'd be $150. That's extra $3,000. Okay, like I said, I don't know what your reason why is for extra income, but you can put this towards something that means something for you and your family. Okay, and just remember that, extra $3,000, that's a beautiful thing. And then regional director. Okay, we have amazing regional directors on this call this evening. So RD here, it's a total of 600 points. It takes a little bit longer, minimum 3 teams here. Okay, but look at this, $250. That's why you really want to get RD done in a record-breaking time, ladies and gentlemen. And you guys, our company this year, if you hit regional director before the end of the year, we do have a time date that they'll talk about today. We are going to Turks and Caicos, is the all expense paid trip the company is putting us on. So there's a huge incentive for some of you guys who are climbing the ranks and hitting RD this year. $250 per CQ in your open line. So 30 CQs, you guys, that's $250. That's $7,500. And take this seriously, because this can be done. This is being done across the nation and internationally in our company. So you guys become an RD as soon as you can. And then regional vice president. Okay, this is the infinite residual income position. It will take you a little bit of time to get here, 3,000 total points. Okay, and you'll have a couple teams here, but this is the position that really is a game changer in our company, because you'll see the huge drastic income change, infinite levels of passive income. Anything with infinite and passive income in one sentence, you guys want to accomplish that and just get that done. I don't care how long it takes you. You guys stick around long enough to see just the lifestyle, the freedom, the network, and just the leadership in our company at this position. So it's a very blessed position to be at. We look forward to seeing all of you guys achieve RVP and walk in stage and promoting other people. This is a great position to be in, like Mr. JT, because he's able to help people. He has more time now to be able to help people get to these positions, and like Barry said, feed people, which is beautiful. So what's your goal today? Let's be reminded. Become a customer qualified. You want to enroll some services within your household, or some services that friends and close friends of family. You want to get that done this evening right away. 5 services. Make sure that those services add up to 10 points. You get that direct deposit of 200. Remember, you want to get this done because of your promotion, and you want to get a payout because it's going to be very simple for you to talk to people, and they're going to say, hey, did you get paid, or how's it going for you? And you'll say, yeah, I actually got my first check. And we have the business rocking and rolling, just like Mr. Berry. You want to be eligible for your residual income, so that'll be on its way as well. And then you also want to experience our Friday night leadership. I mean, that that meeting on Friday night. I know it's Friday, guys, but that's a fun meeting to go to. Very informative and something that you don't want to miss. Okay, so you guys, my part's done. I love talking about the money because it's a huge factor in what we do here to assist you to create freedom and really just the lifestyle. I can't tell you the network and the business transactions that I made throughout just knowing people here and how much it's changed my life. And so I'm going to pass it over to a gentleman who is, I like to call him a professional customer getter. He has a lot of experience in getting customers, comes from the real estate space. And I have a lot of respect for him. He's going to go over how to acquire customers and the ins and outs of getting customers with some of the amazing services that we have. I'm going to pass it over to Texas, to Regional Director, Mr. David Olivares.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ms. Wayanka. Thank you so much for that really, really powerful and very comprehensive compensation training. Who got excited when she was talking about the money? I think all of us started smiling a little bit more ear to ear. Thank you for your leadership. Thanks for always going the extra mile and sharing all your gold nuggets from experience. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is David Olivares. I am in the real estate space. I am from South Texas, myself, a little city by the name of McAllen. And I've been doing real estate for about 20 years, a very, very, very long time. But I found out that in the real estate industry, you've got some great months and you've got some not so great months. So when I took a look at this back in 2016, I was extremely busy. I was full-time in real estate, but I figured, you know what? I eventually want to retire from real estate. Better start something because I had no 401ks or anything like that set up. So I saw how I could easily incorporate it within the real estate space, how these clients were going to use these services anyway. So that's how I built most of my business. To this day, I do real estate part-time now, and I can choose when I want to work with. And to me, ACN is so much more fun. So let's get some customers, guys. All right. So let's take some notes, and keep in mind we do this every Tuesday night, and this gives you an opportunity to really understand the information because you learn things by repetition. It's like, when you're hearing your favorite song, you get to a point where the more times you hear it, then you start pretty much memorizing the words. All right. Okay, excellent. So some things you're going to see again, just like this, right? So if you look at the screen there, you want to set a goal. You want to get customer qualified, which is at least 5 services, 10 points to get your $200. Do this fast. Don't make your maximum your minimums. And if you have been in the business more than 30 days, try to set this a goal to do this every 30 days at least. Why? You want to get paid and promoted. You want to not leave any money on the table. Get all your residuals you can. And of course, you get invited to a Friday night leadership. And every service has a point value. You'll eventually kind of get this where these like second nature, but this helps you to kind of have an idea and track your business. And we have a few services that we focus on the most. So these are the 6 top simple and lucrative services. Our identity theft protection services. By the way, that comes with antivirus too, for those of you guys who are always on your computers or devices, which I think that's probably almost all of us here. Electricity, home security systems with Vivint, our Impact Health Sharing. This is one of our featured service. Our cell phone services with Flash Mobile and AT&T. We offer the phones too if need be. And of course, our travel services. And of course, the other services, they're not circled, but get them anyway. But the ones circled are our most lucrative ones. And for those that are going to Baltimore in next week, wow, it's next week. We might have more services coming. We're not going to leak any information, but if you want to know the information firsthand, just be there, right? Finding customers. The first customer source is you, because obviously you want to know your product. You want to consume your product. You want to be, your biggest fan of your product. And of course, people who do not become independent business partners, because believe it or not everybody's going to see the opportunity. Don't take it personal, but you know what they use? The services. And then, of course, everybody else. There's a special approach that we use, which is called the favor, why, help, and try. We are not salespeople. We share what we do. And once again, when you start, you concentrate on the first two sources, which is you, and people will say no to your business because you know what? Once again, they can still be your customer. You want to think like a business owner. If you think like the employee, you're going to earn like an employee. But if you think like a business owner, you can earn like the business owner. It's a mental shift of your mind, right? And the benefits of becoming your own customer, it creates belief in the services. We just talked about that. You can learn the sign up process, take a picture of that website, the rockstarhowto.now site, because it goes over some of the technical stuff on how to order some of the services. We don't go over that tonight because this is a high level of how to get your business started overview, right? And you get paid on your own services up to 20%. And once again, you go from selling to sharing. Next, for those who like free stuff, we do have some incentives. When you become an IDCO customer, I put a Facebook post this morning about that because there's a lot of people getting hacked on Facebook big time, right? A lot of people don't even know what to do about it. So you can be their solution. When you get 5 IDCO accounts, yours can be free. On the electricity, when you get 12 electricity residential accounts, even though electricity may not be available in your area, you can get up to free electricity every single month. And you get a direct deposit. And if you are a Flash Mobile customer, which obviously I am, right? For the reasons you saw in a couple of slides earlier, get 5 accounts, not 5 lines, 5 accounts, and your cell phone service can be up to free. If you happen to be in Canada, we can do a free cell phone services that you can earn and free internet, right? Now, moving on. Next, Zoom Energy. To keep it simple, you want to remember that Zoom Energy has an A+. You don't want to go on this rambling, conversation with your customers because you don't want to talk them out of being customer. And just remember, they have an A+ rating. They have the largest consumer footprint, and there are no enrollment fees. And if they have a contract, we can reimburse them up to $150 of their early termination on their next bill if they send in their previous bill that shows their early termination. Now, we're in summertime. People like travel. There's a lot of money in the travel industry. We can now get paid on it, right? So take a screenshot of this. These are the 2 main plans that we offered: a gold plan, the platinum plan. Everything that's in the platinum plan is also in the gold plan. The only difference in the platinum plan is that you get a personalized travel agent. You get VIP lounge access. You get a fast pass, passport and visa services for those going to another country. And in red, this is important. What you're paying for your membership, you get back in hotel credits. But in red, you see, if let's just say you happen to go on to some other online site online, you find it cheaper, the exact same booking, same date, same everything. And if it's cheaper with them, Truvy Lifestyle, that's the name of the company for the travel, it will reimburse you 110% of the difference. So it's a win-win situation. You can't lose, right? Now, one of our flagship services, for lack of better words, is Impact Health Sharing. But to understand it, the value of it, there's some challenges in healthcare. Most of the models out there are for profit. Ours is nonprofit. So I'm not going to go too much into these, but take a picture of these. This is fodder that you can use in conversation. But check out the first one. Big Insurance reaches $1.25 trillion thanks to sucking billions out of the pharmacy chain. The U.S. is one of the most expensive pharmaceutical countries. And Cigna rejecting claims they're denying within like a second and a half, because a lot of them are using AI to review if somebody needs a treatment. That's crazy, letting a machine do the thinking for you. And some of these CEOs are just making, I know everybody wants to make money, but like one CEO making billions off the backs of sick people, right? And These are some articles. I'm not going to go into it. You can take a picture of it, but that's where Impact Health Sharing comes into the picture, right? Now, when you become a independent business partner, in other words, when you pay your $299 and you're 25 for the first month, right? You must get accredited to sell Impact. It's a 15-question questionnaire. I'm going to give you a big tip. It's open book, right? And you can go to acncompass.com. Write that down. acncompass.com, right? And under Impact Health Sharing, there's a little section where you can see accreditation. Now, just some highlights. Please take a picture of this. We offer it for singles, seniors, groups, and families, right? And so things you want to learn off the cuff. Singles start at $73 on up. Families start at $378 on up. And it's the same price if it's going to be somebody with 12 members in the family as 3 members in the family, which is pretty cool, right? Next, we're going to go into some of the major points. Take a picture of this. The ones that you want to remember the most is that it's up to 70% less than traditional health insurance without any tax subsidies. For those of you who know about health insurance, we do not need tax subsidies. In other words, people's money to be able to make it affordable. You go to any doctor, right? As long as they're a real doctor, right? Right. And you saw the plans. It is comprehensive. Please remember that. We use new technology. It's a nonprofit. We can even offer it for people who have an ETIN number, as long as they have a government ID from Mexico, United States, Guatemala, or Canada. And down here at the bottom, if you scroll up, if you can see it, holistic wellness and alternative coverage coming soon. It's going to be for precision medicine and alternative medicine, right? And free telemedicine. I used that about a month and a half ago because in my line of space, even though I'm still part-time in real estate, I'm busy. And this was so convenient, right? And people could start all year long. Now, take a picture of this. This is what your Impact card looks like, right? Now I'm not going to go too much into this, but if somebody says, let's just say they have their Impact card like mine, you see mine right there, right? When they go to the doctor, let's just say hypothetically, they may not have heard it. They can call the number at the back. Please remember that. If you have somebody who doesn't know about Impact when they go to the doctor, they can read and they can pick up the phone, right? Simple as that. 1, 2, 3. And trust me, this is going to be one of the most powerful services you'll probably ever come across in your whole entire ACN lifetime, right? Now, next, how do you get Impact customers? All you have to do is ask the question, are you open to getting a free quote on your healthcare, right? The number one reason people fail is because they never ask, they never tell anybody. Trust that, remember that. So all you have to do is, are you open to getting a free quote on your healthcare? If they say yes, don't freak out. Some people may want to help you, right? And you go to your storefront based on how many members there are in their family. Whoever the oldest, you give them a quote, and if they want to sign up, they can sign up. They have questions, they can go on to the little section and they'll get a call back from Impact. This is a number that once the lead is in there, they can call for additional information, but don't give this number away until they're into your website. Please remember, ladies and gentlemen, Impact is not health insurance. It's an alternative to health insurance. Now watch. Please take a screenshot of this. Now, don't go posting this on social media. This is just to give you a hypothetical, because sometimes people say, well, can I really make money on this thing? Yes, you can. It's our highest paying residual service we've ever had in the 30 years of being in business. Take a note of that, please. So you can see some of the examples. If let's just say you get the average premium that or PRA, we call it, people pay a month, is about $400. Let's just say their families. You get 25 of those. That's anywhere between $550 to $800 residual a month. This is without having a team. This is just you. 50, anywhere between $1,600 to $2,000 a month. This is coming every single month. 100, that's anywhere between $32 to $4,000. So let's say hypothetically, you've got 100 Impact customers. You're making $4,000 a month, right? Do the math. 4,000 times 12, that's $48,000 a year. Would you be happy with that residual? I think everybody's smiling now. I mean, I will see your faces, but I'm sure you're smiling. Now, every Tuesday, please make a note of this. At 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, some of our regional vice presidents, they do a training for us. This is just an educational on impact. It's not a business opportunity presentation, okay? And the best way to acquire customers is using the favor approach. When you ask for somebody for a favor, they sometimes think money. But when you ask them for them to try out your service, right, then it's a little bit more easily for them to accept, for lack of better words. So these are the magic words. Let's just say I was asking my buddy, I don't know, we'll just call him Mark. Hey, Mark, I'm working with a program that offers essential services, and it would mean the world to me if you would become one of my customers. Mark, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm working towards a promotion, and I'm almost there. Mark, I need a few more customers by midnight tonight. Can you do me a huge favor, support me, and become my customer? They're going to say yes or no. If they say yes, sign them up. If they have a question, answer the question. If they say no, keep smiling, move on, right? Keep it simple. So, acncombos.com, key tip, start learning 2 customer sources. We talked about them, you and people who say no to your business, and start mastering 2 to 3 services. So keep in mind, periodically, once a month on a Saturday, we do an advanced customer training. We may have one coming up. So get with whoever you're working with, and they'll let you know. Now, moving on next, we're going to show you how to build a team of customer getters. And I'm very excited to have regional director all the way from Michigan. We have Mrs. Estella Williams. She's a business owner, so it's a pleasure to work alongside her. So give the digital stage to Mrs. Estella Williams, top producing regional director.
Wow, wow, wow. Mr. David Oliveris, you are back here. You slam dunked that training. I'm back here. Look, I'm taking notes. I'm back here like I couldn't take enough notes. I hope you all got all of that information. I'm telling you, if you all are sleeping on this training, too bad for you. I'm taking good notes. I'm screenshotting. I'm recording. I'm doing it all. You guys are delivering the goods. So great job to all of the trainers. Mr. JT, Miss Charlene, Miss Jessica, everyone, Mr. David, thank you all for all of you have done an amazing job. And again, my name is Estella Williams, and I'm going to be sharing with you all about team building and a little bit about myself. But for the sake of time, I'm not going to go into a lot, but I was a business owner and also working multiple jobs prior to getting involved with this company. I didn't have time. So that was my reason, to be able to buy back my time. And so, because I wanted to leave a legacy in place for my family. I'm sure there's some of you on the call tonight who, like me, wanted to be able to buy back your time. And so what we're going to do is we're going to help you build a team so that you're making money, not just off of what you're doing, but you're going to be able to make money off of what other people are doing as well. So everybody ready? Say, I'm ready. All right, let's go. So building a team, you want to launch your business right away, and we're going to help you do that. So it's important that you all take screenshots on the slides that you see that has a camera on it. Make sure that you take a picture of those slides. That picture of that camera is not there because we didn't have anything else to do. It's there for a reason. So we're going to show you how to make both bonuses and residual income. Now, when you get started, we want to show you how to make money right away. And there are some bonuses on the table immediately when you get started. Mr. Barrington Dr. Berry just actually did just what I'm about to share with each of you on this call. He just did this. So when he got started, he looked at these services, obviously, and he selected the services that worked best for him. He got those services signed up. And so we get 5 services that equal 10 points, and congratulations, that's a $200 bonus. Now we will help him identify 2 people that want to make some money as well. He got a friend that wanted to make some money. We did the same with that person. They got a $200 bonus. Another friend, a family member or a friend, they did the same 5 services and 200. And So they're excited because they made 200, but Mr. Berry is excited because he made 500 for getting it done in his first 30 days. But he also got an additional 200 because he got, you know, $200 for having his first 5 services, you know, for getting those first 5 services. And ladies and gentlemen, there's no limit. I'm sure he's making more, even more than that, because within your first 30 days, there's unlimited amount of money on the table, and it starts over every 30 days after that. Now, when you get started, you want to schedule a Zoom right away. So I encourage you all, take a picture of this slide, book a Zoom meeting ASAP within your next 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours. You want to schedule a Zoom and set up a Zoom now. Text the person that invited you on this call, make a list of 100 names and numbers, and do not prejudge. When you're making this list, see, your list is your inventory. If you were opening a brick and mortar store, see, just like you have to have products or in order for your store to be successful, you need to have inventory. Your list is your inventory. So you want to make a quality list. Now, so when you make your list, you want to start with your A players. Put your business owners on the list first. Put network marketing people that have experience with network marketing on there next. It doesn't matter what they sold, whether it was jewelry or coffee or vitamins. It doesn't matter. Put them on the list. People that may have real estate, be in the real estate space. It does not matter whether they have Airbnb, whether they're flipping houses, or whether they're brokers. Put them all on the list, and then put everyone else on there. Do not prejudge anyone, because prejudging will cost you millions, ladies and gentlemen. And now, then from that list, you want to start making, you want to invite. You don't want to just take this casually. You want to act as though you're having a grand opening, like a ribbon cutting ceremony. So you want to blow it all out. Invite everyone. 50% is going to not show. So you want to over invite. So set a goal to invite double digits. And the person that invites and puts the most people on the Zoom presentation the fastest wins. So you want to get people's eyes on this opportunity the faster you can, as fast as you can, because that's what's going to help you win big here. And that's all. That's what Mr. Berry did, and that's what he's continually doing, and that's what he wants others to do. And so, congratulations again to you, Mr. Berry, Dr. Berry. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you all what you need to say when you're inviting people, because it's so important that you know what you're saying, because a lot of times people just think, oh, I can just say anything, and people are, you know, and then when people start asking you a bunch of questions, then you feel like you need to try to answer and answer the questions, and that's not what you want to do. You don't want to try to be the expert here. You want to stay in your lane, stay in your role. So I'm going to ask my brother from another mother, Mr. JT Thomas. Mr. JT, would you please help me out and role play with me, sir?
Absolutely, I'm here.
Okay, so as I said, Mr. JT is my brother. So I'm going to call him up and I'm going to invite him out, because, you know, again, if I come across something, of course, I want to share it with my brother, you know, because I value his opinion, and, you know, we go back, and I definitely want him to see this. So I call him up. Ring, ring.
Hey, what's up, sis? How you doing?
I'm amazingly blessed. Listen, how you doing? Listen,
I'm doing great.
I only got,
Doing great.
I know this is a very crazy question, but I know this is a very crazy question.
Mm-hmm.
But do you look at other ways of making money?
Well, yeah, that's a real crazy question, because of course I look at other ways of making money. You seen what's happening with the stock market? Yeah. You seen what's happening in real estate? Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got?
Well, listen, you know what happened with me in the car accident. So, and then as you said, you see what's going on with you know, with this economy, period. And that's why I started looking. And so I'm so excited, because I'm actually working with an individual that's having massive success expanding an online business with a global business with and dealing with essential services. And I don't know how I was able to do it, but I actually got her to give me 15 to 20 minutes of her time on a Zoom meeting tomorrow evening at 6:30. Her name is Miss Charlene Wayanka. And if I send you a link, can I count on you to jump on that call with me so that you get evaluated with me?
Well, sis, I'm real open-minded and all, but can you tell me a little bit more? Like, what is she working on? Like, what's going on?
Well, I can tell you this, Miss Wyanka is very successful and she's expanding on the online business. And I know it's dealing with healthcare and essential services. And I know this, I know she's very successful and she knows all of the information. I'm not the one to try to explain it. I'm very new, and that's why I want to try to, invite you to see it with me so that we can evaluate it together. Again, as I said, her name is Miss Charlene, and based on the success that she's having, she's going to be sharing everything with us. And that's why I invited you. So not just, do me a favor, just trust me. You just got to be on there with me, and we'll evaluate it together.
Well, sure. Sis, I trust you. Like I say, 15, 20 minutes, I'll jump on. Yeah, let's evaluate it together. I'll evaluate it with you.
Okay. All right. So
Okay.
just so you know, I'm going to send the link over to you. You may receive a call from Miss Charlene's office, from either her or someone from her executive office. So if you see a number you don't recognize, please make sure you take the call. Also, please jump on the call about 5 minutes early. I'm looking forward to introducing you to Miss Charlene. She's amazing.
Sounds good. I'll do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, notice I didn't say ACN. These are the words that don't work. ACN, $2.99 plus a $25 a month price. See, these are the things you do not want to talk about. And then all of the companies, yeah, we got T-Mobile, we got AT&T, we got Spectrum, we got Vivid. See, when you start doing all of that talking, it's like giving someone a drink of water with a fire hose, and you'll talk someone right out of the business. They will have been so excited about the opportunity, but you will overwhelm them and you will steal the opportunity from them. And we don't have the right to do that. So here's your Zoom meeting checklist and etiquette. Please take a picture. You want to make sure that you send a text message, a reminder to your guests 15 minutes prior. Also, make sure that you have a professional background and have your camera on, because your guests are watching you. You want to be the example. So make sure that your lights are on, test your microphone and video, welcome your guests as they come on, and make sure that you introduce them to the presenter. And also make sure that you hold all questions. This is not a time for you to ask questions. And you also want to, ask your guests to hold all questions. You want to just, when you're being the host, you want to let them know, please hold all questions, because chances are they will be answered during the course of the presentation. And then you also want to pay attention to the speaker. You want to have no distractions. You don't need to have dogs, cats, rabbits, or any of that running around. Please have no distractions, and please do not interrupt the speaker. Have fun and keep it professional. Now, here's your call to actions, ladies and gentlemen. Let's complete your Zoom meeting within the next 24 to 48 hours, whether you're a brand new person or you're just relaunching your business. Let's get you some Zoom meetings on the books. We're going to be getting together in the breakout rooms afterwards. And the beautiful part about what we do is you get to start your business over anytime you want. So I encourage everyone on this call, let's relaunch your business, and let's go into Baltimore with a bang, and so that we come out of there with some serious momentum. And at this time, it gives me great pleasure to bring to the line our next speaker. This gentleman is someone I have a tremendous amount of respect for. He's well documented in the company, and he is a servant leader. He's helped thousands of individuals nationally and internationally. And so, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to turn the call over to my business partner, my brother, and top regional vice president, Mr. JT Thomas. The call is over to you, sir.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Stella. And first of all, I want to give a round of applause to all the trainers and, the people who got promoted, Mr. Barry and everybody, and I want to thank you guys for jumping on as well, and definitely be a part of what we're doing. Guys, we're going to close out this call. This is the last topic. We're a little rushed for time, but this is the last topic. But in my opinion, this is actually the most important topic, and it's the mindset. Trust me, the person who takes this seriously. And here's what I'll tell you guys, when you're talking about mindset, this is what made me successful in the business. I'm just going to be, is it okay? By the way, before I start, do I have your permission to be 100 with y'all tonight? Like literally. Yeah, this is just how I roll. Okay. I want to teach y'all how to be successful in this business. Now, you may be successful outside of this, and that's great. But if you want to be successful here, I'm going to teach you exactly what you got to do to be successful here. So let's talk about this business. Now, mindset, the first thing you need to do if you're new on this call, or if you're not new on this call and you're first time looking at this, or you haven't looked, or if you've been in the business for a while, the first thing you want to do is make a simple decision. There's two decisions. Number one decision is to get started. If you haven't got started in this business, get started. Now, I know some people will say, well, JT is $2.99. Ladies and gentlemen, let me make this decision to get started easy for you. By show of hands, if this business was free, who here would do it? By show of hands. By show of hands. All right. So there is no decision, right? If it was free, most people would do it anyway, right? So that was just, that right there just told me, hey, I just need to get involved, okay? So if you're just pondering if it's a $299 decision, then let's talk about the $299. Don't say, well, you know, I need to know about this, AT&T, is AT&T legit? You know, come on now. We know it's legit, okay? We know the companies are legit. So make a decision tonight to take it to another level. Now, there is another decision that I want to talk about, and that's the decision to win, to go all the way, to be a senior vice president. Now, that's a different decision, all right? And I'm going to talk about that in a second. You want to determine your why. So when I got started, my why was my mother. I was doing well financially, but my mother was sick. She had cancer, all right? So because of this opportunity, I had to say, you know what? I need to get more residual income so I can get freedom. So you want to make sure you're doing this business for the right reasons. Now, if your decision is, hey, you know, I need to make a few car payments, or maybe you're like, you know, I want to make a mortgage payment, and that's great if that's your why. But you want to make sure that you dive into that being the real reason you're doing this business and you need to be successful. Number three, you want to understand that there's a learning curve, guys. There's an emotional roller coaster. There is a roller coaster. There's going to be a roller coaster like that. All right. There's going to be ups and downs. No matter what you do, there's going to be ups and downs. But I just say, hey, just go along for the ride. Make sure you understand that it's going to be long term. If anybody tells you you can get rich quick, run from those people. All right. We want to be real here. Number four, you want to think long term, guys. Be coachable. Number five, and you want to have a great work ethic. I want everybody who's new on the call, and even if you're not new, and maybe you've had some trouble with this, I want you to highlight be coachable. Write that down. There's a reason that we're putting that there. Be coachable. And I'll come back to that in a second. You want to have a great work ethic, and you want to never quit. See, I learned that never quitting. If there's some parents on this call, I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit. The parents, you know, can you imagine you telling your kid not to quit something, and then they see you do this business, or they see you do other businesses, and then you quit and you try to tell them, and then you get mad when they try to tell you, well, daddy, mommy, didn't you quit that business? And what you gonna say? Well, I'm mind your business. It's grown folk business. That's what you're gonna say? No, they follow what you do, not what you say. So as a leader in this business, you want to make sure your words are going with your feet. You're moving with your feet, your actions. Okay. So you want to understand. You want to be a professional. You want to sort. And amateurs, they like to sell and convince. Please don't sell and convince anybody in this business. You want to sort. Sorting is fun. Selling is draining. And I'm not going to go into the apples. Listen, red apples are very interested. All this is saying is that people are already who they are before you get them on the Zoom. So don't convince people. They're either open-minded. The only thing that stops someone from doing this is timing. I remember following up with a leader on this call. I followed up with her for 5 years. She knows who I'm talking about. 5 years, ladies and gentlemen. And then she decided, you know what? It was the right timing for her. So don't beg people. Just keep moving and keep doing what you're doing. Now, here's the 4-step system. I want you to take a picture of that. You know, quick start training. You know, this is the 4-step. You got to quick start training. You want to get your team to a quick start training, guys. This is very, very important that you do this. This is tonight, so you can get your team trained, because the best trained team wins. Number two, you want to host a Zoom meeting, like Mr. Stella said. You know, you want to make sure that you host that Zoom meeting. Get with your leader when we get into breakout rooms and say, hey, I want to put a Zoom meeting on the books tomorrow. I want to put a Zoom meeting on the books for Thursday to set up my grand opening. You want to do that tonight. The next thing is, of course, Ms. Charlene talked about it, the first Friday night leadership. You want to make sure you attend a Friday night leadership. Guys, this is super important. We are taught by the #1 SVPs in the entire company for the last 16 years. You do not want to miss a Friday night leadership, guys. I promise you, you will see what you need to see by going to that leadership. And of course, ACN is putting on a Baltimore convention event, guys. It's the Elevate event. I'm very excited about this event. This is the event that if you want to make serious professional income, you must get the professional education, guys. So with that, I'm going to share with you guys a quick video. And then, of course, I will be back. It's just going to share with you exactly, or not even exactly, it's going to give you a good snapshot of what's going on in Baltimore. So I'll be right back.
This could be the weekend of dramatic change for you.
These events will be your greatest tools in allowing people to see the big picture of ACN.
So many great things are going to happen.
How many of you guys are excited about ACN right now? Right now is the absolute best time in ACN's history.
Right now is a time to make a difference.
You could be the biggest success story that inspires tens of thousands of people around the world.
How many people are excited right now? Never let anyone take your dreams away.
Who's going to be committed and who's going to step up and say, this is mine, and I'm going to take it.
We're in this game to win. That's all there is to it. And we're going to win, and you have to have that same attitude. You know, over the last 5 years, we have generated over $4 billion of revenue.
Are we afraid of competition? We have no competition. There is no other company like ACN.
Every single one of you were born with the seed of greatness within you. You can be a blessing to so many others.
We have grown to be the largest direct seller of telecommunications and energy services and essential home services in the entire world.
Who can see this business and not get involved? They gotta be crazy. I don't get it. Go live your dream. That's why we created ACN.
I think that you are right at the very top of all the direct marketing companies in the world. You know that, don't you?
This is a great time to be in an organization like this.
We came here to change our lives, change our future, change our world.
Nobody has the right to define you but you.
The ACN business is crucial, not just for yourselves, not just for your friends, but for this country and for the world.
Think about that thing that used to be a should, and now is a must.
I would never, ever tell you, I hope you do great things with your life. I'm expecting it.
When you get to the end of your life, you're going to be able to say, I made a difference. And that's what it's all about.
I will see you, and yes, I really do mean you. Not just at the top, I'm going to see you over the top.
got it. It's here. It's laying at your front door. Quit praying. It's here. The opportunity is here.
What more could you want than this?
Are you ready to make a difference? You need to start living the life that you deserve right now.
Change your life.
All right, guys. So again, this is Elevate Baltimore. The registration right now is 159. Guys, that's June 23rd, 24th. I'm going, all of the top leaders, all senior vice presidents, all regional vice presidents, regional directors will be there, regional coordinators. Guys, I'm super excited about this event. Make sure you register. Definitely register tonight before it sells out, because again, this will be an incredible event. They're going to announce new things, new services like David talked about. And guys, I'm super excited. So here's your call to action for tonight. You definitely want to take a picture of that. But as I close out tonight, I want to tell you guys, you know, Baltimore is incredible. It's an incredible event. And if you want to make big money, you got to be in Baltimore. Now, if you want to make a couple of $100, by all means, that's great. And we will support you to help you make a couple of $100 here and there, for sure. But if you want to get to life-changing income, you got to get to Baltimore. Now you can say, well, JT, you know, this and that, you know, the $299, I paid the $299. Guys, my story, when I first got started, I paid way more than $299. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. I paid more than $299 when I first got started. And when I first took a look at ACN, I said that the money to get started was actually easy for me because I understood the logic of this business. It was very simple to understand. But remember what I said about the second decision earlier? I said there's another decision. And the decision that I had to make was I going to win an ACN? And was this the company that I truly believed in? Were these the co-founders, did they believe what I believe in people? And the only way to do that is I had to go to the international and rub shoulders with the co-founders and talk to the co-founders and learn about their heartbeat, what they believed in, what was their philosophy. I had to learn that, guys. So in order to do that, I went to my first convention. It was 2 weeks after I got started, okay? And I enrolled and I went to Baltimore, well, not Baltimore, at the time it was Charlotte. And guys, my life changed from that moment on. And today I'm a regional vice president. And the reason why I'm a regional vice president is because I went to the national convention, 100%. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for taking your time out. I wish we could talk about this more, but I'll just let you know, guys, get with your leader because they're going to explain to you why Baltimore is where you need to be if you want to take this business seriously. So with that being said, guys, we're going to jump into some breakout rooms. Hang tight, set your private business Zooms up. So get with your leader on that. And then you want to become customer qualified. So with that, I appreciate everybody. Thank you guys for hanging with us tonight. I hope you guys learned something, took good notes, and let's go apply what you learned, guys. So have a good night, everybody. We're going to jump into some breakout rooms.